Hey everyone, I am excited and I'm back with another ECOVACS robot vacuum. I have had a lot of these lately, so we are going to compare this X9 Pro OMNI. This is their flagship, one of their flagships. All the ones that I've tested have been fantastic so far, and this one's supposed to be better than those. So we're going to put this through the test and see how it does live, like I always do. I haven't used this yet. As you can see, there's no water in the dirty water tank. There is some in the clean. I'm going to show you how much water that it uses. I got it about halfway there. This is a really nice looking robot. I love the colors. This one does not have the LiDAR unit on the top, so it makes it super thin to be able to go up under my couch. It does have the LiDAR built into the front of where the camera is. This is supposed to have an awesome camera system and object avoidance. We're going to test that. This is the roller mop system. So it has that roller that does a really, really great job. So as this roller is cleaning your floors, it self-cleans the roller. So it's always got fresh water and kind of like gets rid of the junk that's on it. So if it does pick up some flour or some ketchup or whatever you spilled on the floor, it's supposed to scrape that off and keep it clean. And the other great thing about this one, which makes the X9 Pro stand out, is it knows when there is a dry mess. So it'll keep the vacuum on and it will clean up this mess. We're gonna see live. And then it mops behind it. So I've always wondered, what does the mop and the vacuum do on a wet mess? Well, this one, the camera will see that soda on the floor and it will raise the vacuum motor out of the way, and raise this up. It'll turn the side brush off. I believe it's supposed to turn this off or raise it up. And it raises up the, let's bring this out of here for you guys to see. It'll tell me you're on my back. It puts this up so this doesn't drag through the liquid. So the robot intelligently knows when there's a liquid spill, so the vacuum moves out of the way and the mop does its job. That is what I'm excited to see here. This is that roller mop. This comes out so it rides against the floorboards, and we're going to see all that live here. I've already got it set up. I've already mapped. The mapping is awesome. It maps super, super quick. Why I've got this out. Got the on-off switch. You got your Wi-Fi. Got your little dock. It's pretty small. Doesn't need to be big because there's a mode that you can tell it to frequently go back to the base and empty this out. So if you have pets like I do, you guys know I have 2 cats and a dog. This thing is going to fill quickly and it's going to come back here and it's going to empty it. And from the testing I've been doing on these ECOVAC, they empty out awesome. And they're quiet as can be.
Start charging.
Start charging. So yeah, when it comes over to this mess, it is supposed to lift the rollers. It's supposed to intelligently know before it gets here. Kind of identifies it as liquid and it turns the vacuum motor off or raises it out of the way. I've got a mess here. We're going to see how well it does with this. I know it's going to do great. I've got a cord for obstacle avoidance. And I got a little bitty thing of shave gel. And let's see if it avoids that. A little mess in the corner. There's a little mess. Hi. What are you doing over there? That's my furry animal. That's where we get all this fur from. This does have the brush that extends out and gets into the corner. I suspect it's going to get all this out of here. If not, it might leave a little bit the first time, but it's done very well with corners. So we're going to do a test on the carpet. I've got fur embedded in there. I've got human hair, because this has the anti-tangle brush that they call Zero Tangle 3.0. prevents hair from getting stuck along the brush. We're gonna test all that. I can tell you guys stats all day. A true edge, so it's gonna clean up against the wall. This robot will boost when it goes on carpet. The main thing is it identifies liquid messes in real time. So if you spill coffee on the floor, you can actually voice command it to come in and clean where you're standing, and it'll just come in there and clean it. It'll spot clean that area. And then when it sees it's liquid, it's not going to get caught up in the vacuum housing, which a lot of them get sticky up under there because it's vacuuming a wet mess. And puts it into the bag. Let me show you guys that. This front panel comes off and they have a huge, huge bag. Look at this. This is going to hold probably 1 to 3 months worth of, if you have a lot of pets, it's probably going to be 1 month. But if you have a cat and you're just doing normal cleaning a couple times a week, this is going to last you 3 months. And these bags are not expensive. It's got a nice tank that you put their solution in. It's supposed to last a couple months. And it automatically puts a little bit of solution inside the robot when the tank fills up. So that stuff works perfectly fine. That'd be hard to test, but over months of time, I'll know for sure. And if you guys want to see more videos on any of these robots, let me know in the comments section. I can do a test. All right, here comes the X9. We are going to have it deep clean this carpet. And I figured after all this is cleaned up, then we'll go back to the base and see if everything looks great. There is a lot of cat hair. There's some flour. There's some long hair that it just went through. That's my wife's hair, super long hair, and some coffee. We are gonna see it clean this carpet, and I will show you the results when it's done. And the key here is to see if any of this hair, I think it's gonna get everything up. Is it gonna be tangled around on the brush roll? And is it gonna get all this stuff out of the dustpan? There's that hair. Oh, wow. Goodbye. It's dragging the hair. Look at that clump of hair. Oh, it's dragging the hair. I should have pushed that into the carpet. It's really thick. All right, it may have got it that time. Yes. So this is the first time I'm sending it out. So it has to wet those actually it's not even mopping pads. It's got that roller. It's got the OZMO roller cleaning system. And it's proven to be quite good. I'm gonna replace mine with this. So it does have, actually looks a little soapy. Nah, it's the first time. First time, so. Let's see what it does. Yeah, it's gonna extend that mop out. See how close it gets to the wall. Because this is their Pro model. It should be doing everything beautiful and perfect. I hate those things. Every video I do. Okay. Up against the wall. Let's see this shoot out. Let's see how close it is to the wall. Pretty darn close. Okay. That brush doesn't spin super fast. So I'm going to kick that right out in front of the vacuum. Perfect. That was really, really good. It didn't flick, it did flick some of the coffee out, but it's gonna get it when it comes back. See how I handles these stairs. There's that wet mess. I mean, it did perfect. ECOVACS does really, really, really well here. Okay, so saw the object. It's going to go around it, it looks like. It didn't think that it could make it through there. Oh, it is raised. You can see it's raised. That side brush is raised up to kind of get out of the way of the cord, and it stops spinning. Okay, so it didn't think it was going to make it through there, and it did. And now it just turned back on. Very intelligent. That was perfect. It was being a little cautious. That's close. That's the closest I've seen any of these get. Ketchup is like one of the hardest things to clean, y'all. That's not too bad. It's going to avoid that. Wow. It's not even touching it. Oh, wow. It's got that side camera. Oh, now that was impressive. Oh, good job. Impressive. Did pretty good with the ketchup. Now I only do one pass, so we're not here for hours doing this small section. But if we were to do 2 passes, it would clean it. It would obviously get all this ketchup up on the second pass. It came within, I don't know, 3, 4, it came within 1/4 of an inch, and it didn't touch it. This is not even an item that it would recognize. That's not even one that they would program in. All right, it's returning home. It's done cleaning. And let's see how well that it self-cleans itself. And you guys can hear the noise it makes and all that good stuff. It's already cleaned the mop, and it just went on vacuum only, so it doesn't have to do anything with the mop.
Start charging. About to start auto empty. You might hear a little noise. Self-emptying bin. And ECOVACS does it in 2 stages. That's just the way they do it, and it tends to work well. Let's see how well it works. It is done. It just sent me the log to show. It sends you a log. You can click on it, and it'll show you on the map what it cleaned. Let's go around. The floors look pretty darn good. Remember, I only did 1 pass in here. Got up that spill. They look pretty decent. Very impressed with the way it did the carpet. 2 passes, it probably would even have mopped a little bit better. It wasn't super dirty in here, but again, these robots, you really want to have the floors clean, and it maintains. The ketchup, it did get most of it up. There's still a little bit there. Okay, let's check the robot. Make sure the anti-tangle brushes work. The brush is not tangled at all. So I was a little nervous to see if it was tangled up with all that hair. Might be a little bit of hair right here. Nothing on there, and the mop looks real clean. So, well, there you have it, guys. That is the first time I've sent this out. It's after I mapped, and I know they get smarter as they continue to clean your floor plan, because it'll find different obstacles in the way. It'll kind of gets a smart path and knows what to do. So,
all right, everybody, another cool feature that this offers is the precision dry and wet separation with their triple lift technology. So I'll kind of explain this to you in a second if you want to pause it here and read over this. And then I'll explain it down here with the pictures. It's easier with the pictures. So basically, most robot vacuums nowadays have a roller system or spinning pads that will lift up out of the way for the carpet. That's not really newer technology, but it does have that, and it lifts it far beyond where it's going to touch the carpet. So you don't have to worry about your carpet getting wet from the mopping pad itself. The cooler technology that I actually have not seen on any robot so far that I've tested is it will sense with the camera that there's a big pile of debris like these crumbs. And typically a robot vacuum is just going to keep spinning their side brushes. And with this large of a debris field, it's going to flick it outside of the robot's area that it's driving. So you're going to get some crumbs left behind. So what this does instead, because it notices that there's a lot here, it's going to lift it out of the way completely and turn it off. And then when the robot goes by, it's going to pick up what's right here, and then it's going to come back this way and fully pick up everything without even having to worry about flicking it around. So that's pretty cool. Another cool thing is for liquids. Say you drop some coffee, some water, juice, whatever. This also with the camera system will see it and lift the side brush and the main rolling brush out of the way, leaving only the mopping portion down. So that's going to pick up all the liquids with just the mopping bar instead of traditional robot vacuums, the older style. This would stay down and flick the water around, as well as this would stay down as well and suck all this water up into the vacuuming port. Now it's not really going to mess with the machine at all, but it will make it sticky and kind of make all the future dirt clump up, and you're going to have to take this roller bar out and clean it much more often. So these are 3 cool features with their dry-wet separation. I'm sure every robot coming out in the future will have this technology. It's something that I think is definitely a plus. And the fact that it can see large debris and know to lift that out of the way so it won't flick it around, that's actually really cool, because I do a lot of big tests, and this would be a great feature for those tests. And I'll do something like that on my next video.
Yeah, so that is the testing of the ECOVACS X9 Pro OMNI. And it's one of their flagship robots. It does a great job, as you guys see. If you like this kind of video, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.